because you know, you don't want to be stepping on any teeth. What's up guys, how's it going? So, according to a few websites and the forecast, there's supposed to be a storm coming in on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, like a thunderstorm, with lightning and stuff. But you know what I've learned from the watching the weather and what the forecast says is the weather has a mind of its own. Like, one day they'll be like, oh, it's gonna rain on Tuesday, and then on Tuesday it won't rain at all, and then on like Friday it just pours, complete downpour. So the weather does really have a mind of its own. The clouds are starting to roll in right now. You know, the one thing something that everyone kind of thinks about here is like, in the rainy season, it just rains all day. It's just raining and stormy and stuff. And sometimes you do have days where it's just torrential downpour, like pouring. But for the most part, most of the day is actually pretty nice and sunny out. And then towards the afternoon, late afternoon, coming into the evening, the clouds start to roll in. That's usually when the rain shows up. Sometimes you do get days where it'll just pour for like a few days, like just raining, like it just doesn't stop. And you know, sometimes that's fun, but you know, sometimes it's also nice to get out. Whenever it's gonna rain, the clouds always roll in from there. Always. Every single time. So if I see clouds rolling in, I kind of get a rough idea that it's probably gonna rain. But if I don't see any clouds, then I usually think that it's not gonna rain. I notice whenever the electricity or the internet, most of the time the electricity goes out, everyone seems to be like, oh, what a bummer, the electricity's out, I can't check my Instagram account, I can't, the fridge isn't working, oh no, the stove and stuff isn't working. But to me, it's actually really, like, I enjoy it when the electricity goes out for like periods of time, like sometimes for a day or a little bit, because it really reminds you of how life was like back in the day when you didn't have stuff like electricity and maybe stoves and fridges and computers and stuff. So like, when the electricity goes out, I actually get kind of excited, whereas everyone else seems to be like, when's the electricity gonna come back on? What I get excited about, I'm like, we get to use the candles. Oh, if we have to cook some dinner or some lunch or something, I'm like, we get to bust out the barbecue again. Like, sometimes we still use it with electricity, but when there's no electricity, it forces you to like use fire to cook your food and boil water, and just like, I don't know, it's like a different world without electricity, because you don't have all these lights and stuff. I feel like I go to sleep a lot earlier when there's no electricity. Like, one reason because I can't edit my videos if I have a video, but also just like, there's not like tons of lights to just keep you awake. You just pass out. It is kind of nice, I think. Like, maybe someday, if I'm missing having no electricity, I'll have to go like turn off the house breaker. Super cool, super cool. All right, you know the rainy season is starting to get here. Oh, hey, what's up? How's it going? You know the rainy season is starting to get here when little mushroom fungus things start to show up. Now, I like these, like, they look kind of cool. They look cool in videos, but I have heard stories of dogs eating these and then actually dying. So whenever I see these, I always get rid of them. Always get rid of these, because we do have 2 dogs and they run around the yard eating wood and stuff. And the last thing I'd want is for them to eat this and then, you know, not be a good ending. So whenever I see these, I always get rid of them. Always. Don't want to take any chances. You can either grab them and totally get rid of them, or if you just smush them really good, then there's not really anything left. Go away. One of the things I enjoy doing is going in the backyard with my dogs, like almost just acting like, kind of just like an animal, just like walking around, running around, doing stuff that I normally wouldn't do. Like, I may just stand in the house, just watch them. But instead I like to like get in the action, like go run around and like play with them and like grab pieces of wood and stuff, and kind of like, I don't know, I find it really fun. And also just like look to make sure there's not like anything dangerous lying around, like make sure there's not like some type of poisonous mushroom growing right over there, or make sure they didn't like grab something from in the house that they're not supposed to have, because that's happened a few times. Check this out, it's very interesting. So here's what a sun flare looks like with the lowest aperture, which is 4.5. Do you see it just looks like a big smudge? Well, check out how it looks if I turn the aperture all the way up to 22. You get a really star sun flare. You see that? It almost looks like a little star. I think this type of sun flare looks a lot more interesting because it's very different to how our eyes normally see the sun. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. What was that? Guys, it looks like today the forecast is dead on because within a matter of 10-20 minutes, there was clear skies, and look at all these dark clouds that are rolling in. It looks like we might actually have a massive storm during the next few days. Alright, it's starting to rain more and more. Alright guys, so the rain cleared up, and now we actually have an appointment at the dentist. So we don't go very often, and you know what's funny is you'd think I would have a bad memory of going to the dentist because once I went and I went with half a tooth missing and they had to totally repair it. But look, when I think of going to the dentist, I'm not like, oh no, I don't want to go to the dentist. It's just like, I don't know, I'm not too scared of the dentist. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna get braces or not. Like, a few of my teeth are a little bit crooked, and I don't know, it's kind of like maybe I should get them, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know, we'll see. Ooh, such nice clear skies. It's crazy how it'll go from just like stormy, rainy, into just clear skies. The breeze is so nice. Oh, that tree's so cool. You remember there was those yellow trees with yellow flowers falling from them? Well, that only lasted a couple of days, but one of my friends let me know that the actual specific name for that tree in Spanish, it is cortes amarillo or amarilla, and then that translates into English into yellow cortex. So that's the name of those super awesome looking yellow trees, the yellow cortex. But there's none left. Only lasted like 1 or 2 days. Oh yeah, they actually also told me that they only drop the flowers for 24 hours. So it's a really short amount of time. Ah, those sun flares are just so cool. It's so cool, sun flares. Yeah, to get to this one main part.
One of the meaner towns, meanest towns.
You have to go through a river that, at the moment, because it hasn't rained too much, it's fairly low, but sometimes when it rains a lot, that river can be like gushing with water, and then you can't even drive through it. Like, you may be able to with 4x4, which luckily we have, but there's still a chance you could get stuck or get swept down the river, so sometimes you have to take different routes. Alright guys, oh my gosh, there's so much traffic. Okay, we're at the dentist. A few minutes late, but that's okay. That's Costa Rica Tico time. It's fine to be a little bit late. Okay, let's go get my teeth checked. Right now I'm in the waiting room, and what do you know? They have a seat just for your backpack. Like, check that out. That is awesome. Like, look at that. Perfect. So I'm in the waiting room until I guess being late isn't the worst thing in the world, because normally when you get somewhere on time, even though you get there on time, you still have to wait a little bit, so you get there a little bit late to make up for the waiting time that you normally would be waiting. This is one of those special occasions where I wear some slippers, because you know, you don't want to be stepping on any teeth. Alright guys, done at the dentist. See, it wasn't that bad. I just got my teeth cleaned over and just checked, and the dentist, she's saying that I probably should get braces because this one tooth that I had kind of like semi-replaced a while back when I broke it in half. I told you guys that story a while ago. It's kind of starting to get pushed forward a little bit, so we may potentially get braces, but yeah, we'll see. And check it out, the clouds already rolled in again. We are back from our little road trip to the dentist. See, it wasn't that bad. Got my teeth cleaned, my teeth checked. No cavities at the moment, so just keep on brushing and flossing, and hopefully won't have any cavities in the near future. And I'm still not sure if I'm going to be getting braces. Now, if you have braces or you had braces in the past, let me know your thoughts on them, because I like to get different people's opinions maybe about braces, so it's not just like one dentist says you should get braces and I'm like, okay, whatever you say, I'm getting braces. It's just nice to hear what other people have to say. Today's positive quote is, they say life is from B until D. But it's really about what's in between. In between B till D, which is birth till death, is C. A, B, C, D. And C stands for choice. So it is your choice what you want to do from the beginning to the end. Like during the journey, what do you want to do? It's all about little choices that you make about what you want to do. Like, it really is up to you. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Remember to keep always doing awesome stuff. And of course, I'll see you guys tomorrow, early in the morning. Oh yes, and be sure to click that little notification button. It's right next to the subscribe, so if you've already subscribed, you just click on the little bell. You'll be notified every time I put out a new video, because YouTube seems to be notifying people less and less. So be sure to do that. See you guys in the next one. Bang! If you want to see other recent videos, click here. And if you like my work and what I'm doing, please consider visiting my Patreon page. You can support me for as little as $1 and gain access to live streams, exclusive videos, and more. Click below or link in the description.